Well, we're time for another media guide program opening. This one, I'm at the road office, and it is snowing. There's probably 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground, so I may be stuck here at work. So I brought a bunch of programs to work on with various programs to open and videos to do. This one was a program that I started to open at home 2 nights ago, and just as I was about a third of the way through the video, my wife and daughter came down the steps and kind of distracted me, and I just went ahead and scrapped it. So we will, however, go ahead and do the same one that we had. This was from North Carolina, and on October 1st, the day before my daughter's birthday. As we try to do this again as carefully as we possibly can, because this is a program that I had upside down. Remember Charlie Sheen did that in Major League 2. This is a program that I had wanted to get for a long time, and long-time readers of the blog will remember my writing of the 1974 Peach Bowl between Vanderbilt and Texas Tech, and how I became a Red Raider fan for a game that wound up 6-6. So I'd been looking for this one for a while, and finally was able to land it. It's really tightly bound, apparently, and the cover is really nice. A little bit of wear right there, but that's to be expected. So there's the beautiful Zenith box television of the 1970s. The 7th annual Peach Bowl with the classic Peach Bowl logo. Yep, and there's the governor of Georgia. Fellow who would eventually be, in 2 years, the president of the United States. A fellow by the name of Jimmy Carter. And there's some of the people that did that with the Peach Bowl committee. And there's the 1974 Peach Princesses. If anybody knows any of these people, give me a holler. And here's an article on some of the Peach Bowls to date. Timeout at the Marriott. And this is the 1974 Vanderbilt Commodores. Vanderbilt, not normally a power, but was pretty good in 1974 to get a bowl in the days that there wasn't tons of bowls around. Their head coach was Steve Sloan, who a former Alabama quarterback. Sloan would eventually leave Vanderbilt after this game to go to Texas Tech, who is exciting 3-3 showdown. Let's see if the players for each team in the Peach Bowl apparently does not have first and last, so some of these fellas may not jump out to be noticeable. Because I don't really right offhand recognize any of these Vanderbilt Commodore players. There's the Commodores, New American Monsters, Texaco, and back in the days where motor oil came in those horrible metal cans that you would have to punch a big hole in one end and a small hole in the other to get the flow. Hawaiian Punch used to have the same kind of cans. You can't have anything in anything in Atlanta, Georgia, without Coca-Cola. And there's Coke. There's each team's projected starting lineups and players. Now a 1975 Chevrolet. All kinds of cars for all kinds of people. And with the exception of 1 or 2 of these are awfully boxy vehicles. I'm not really a car guy, but ugly is what ugly is. And there's the Red Raiders, who were coached by Jim Carlin. Carlin would leave at the end of this game, and he would go to South Carolina. He would coach the South Carolina Gamecocks. Let's see how many of these fellows stick out. There should be a few more. Tommy Donovan, who spent some time with the Houston Oilers as a backup, third stringer type. Number 26 is Curtis Jordan. He spent a couple years with the Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Larry Isaac, number 34 was a running back, I think had a couple shots at the NFL. And that's pretty much who I recognize of the Raiders. He is for punter. David Kuykendall, the Texas Tech punter. I don't remember Kuykendall ever being in the... as much as I like the traditional Red Raider, my favorite Red Raider helmet is the black with the red and white stripe from like the mid 70s, right after, like the mid to late 70s. Steve Sloan moved to those helmets. These are the white helmets that have the same stripe down the square of the helmet. So that is but I also like Tex white helmets as well. So this is Jamie O'Rourke of Vanderbilt. Don't recall. He's a running back. And when you're in Atlanta, stay at the Ramada Inn Airport. And when you have a referee, make sure they're wearing very scantily clad referee uniforms with a young lady. For those of you that don't know what a touchdown signal is. The Georgia Lions Club. Unlimited mileage at Avis for $13.50 a day. When you think of it like that, I guess what you pay in car rentals isn't that much different. And there's Go Fly Buick. Another boxy, ugly car. There's a couple former, talks about Georgia Tech and Georgia, and there's an ad by the Atlanta Falcons. I can't really see a name or a number on who the Falcon is. I think the Bear quarterback is Gary Huff. And there's the Peach Bowl records to date. I didn't know in the 1970 Peach Bowl. That certainly looks like snow to me from that picture. Georgia Tech running back Rob Healy ties a Peach Bowl record with 3 touchdowns. And then there's the Ms. Lou Television Network with the Peach Bowl Classic with play-by-play and Jack Dries and the color commentator Kyle Rote, former New York Giant wide receiver and the dad of Kyle Rote Jr., the winner of the first ever ABC Superstars in the 1970s. High mileage, low cost with AMC Jeep, the Hornet, the Gremlin, and the Hornet Sportabout with touring package. I guess maybe the Hornet Sportabout with touring package. It is 4 o'clock in the morning, so it's a little punchy. Maybe that's the inspiration for the Wagging Queen family truckster in National Lampoon's Vacation. So then we'll flip over there to the back of the cover. Delicious in so many ways. Georgia peaches with Miss Georgia Peach Queen, Ms. Carleen McGinnis. A lovely batch of peaches there. So this program's in excellent shape. I have very little to complain about. It's tight. It's not crinkled. It's not creased. There's a little, like I pointed out earlier, a little bit of wear right there, but some of that might be just the type of paper that's being used. Really like it. And the guy, the field goal or punter, kicking the peach into the air. So it didn't, because of the snow, I didn't bring any wrestling programs, so we're going to wrap this one up early. Probably we'll be doing I have some other programs here that we'll be going through as we, if I'm stuck here at work. So hope you enjoyed the 1974 Peach Bowl, Vanderbilt versus Texas Tech, and we'll see you next time.